All right, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing, but you can tell by the title of the video, we're going to be discussing everything Shiba Inu. Talking about Shiba Inu, there's been a lot of requests recently, from my viewers saying Crypto ZX, we want to see the Shiba Inu updates. I'm going to try my best, guys. At the end of the day, there's so much I can do with the limited time that I have, but still, due to the insane amount of support and of course me having so much passion for content creation and cryptocurrencies, no matter what it is, I will still try to bring these updates for you guys. So bear with me, and if you want to continue to see these Shiba Inu updates and show me how much you would really want to see it, just comment down below and smash that like button and get it to as high as you can. So if we're looking at the overall markets right now, you guys are looking at some coins in red, and at the same time you're seeing some coins that are in green. And speaking about some coins being in green, believe it or not, Shiba Inu is up 1.2%. Yes, it's not some crazy numbers, we're not up 20-30%, but we'll definitely take that. If you're looking at Shiba Inu's price right now, still about 4 zeros in front of the price, currently sitting at 2774, up 1.7% in USD comparative. It's also up 2.3% in Bitcoin and Ethereum comparative over the past 24 hours. Now, if we're looking at its market cap, $16.3 billion, with the 24-hour trading volume currently sitting just shy of $1 billion. But before we go into it any further, guys, as always, just a quick disclaimer for everyone: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in cryptocurrency. So we're going to start off with the overall meme coin market combined, see what is happening, what are the pattern that we're seeing. Obviously, if you do watch all my other updates, if you've watched my Dogecoin update, then you can skip this part. But if not, this is the only update that you're watching, then do pay attention to this. So if we're looking at just the sole, category of meme coin and, the market valuation for that, we're looking at about $57.3 billion combined. And, over the past, I would say the week, you can pretty much see the last 7 days, we're seeing, Doge and Shib, the biggest meme coins in the market, that are gaining a lot of momentum against some of these other coins that have been on a crazy run. You can pretty much see this for yourself. Last 7 days, 22.5% for Doge, and for Shib, 11.4%. And on the daily, Shib is up about 1.7%. So, that's worthwhile noting. This is showing us that, there's some interest coming in the big boys. What is causing that? What could really be behind the scenes for, especially Doge? Do let me know in the comments down below. It's holding really good despite BTC still having a hard time breaking out of some key resistance levels. So what I want you guys to do is let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Maybe is there an ETF conversation that's taking place? I know some people in the crypto space just completely think that ETF is an impossible thing, but with what's happening recently, I don't think that's an unrealistic thing or to speculate on, because reason as to why I think that's not the case is because, let's face it, you can go and search cryptocurrency coins, and I'm sure there's so many people around the world that are doing that because, let's say financial posts, the traditional market, news posts are posting these. And of course, this is gaining a lot of traction. And so on social media, everyone is talking about it. So of course, retail wants to know more about it. And let's say 100,000 people, view a certain post. With me just personally thinking, what would I do, right? Like in that case, I know for a fact out of that 100,000 people, there would be a small percentage that would be going to these massive institutions saying, how can we get our access to that? And do you really not think that, there's these massive institutions such as BlackRock, Fidelity? Do you really think that these guys are not aware of, the amount of hype there is behind these meme coins? Believe it or not, these guys are aware of it, but obviously there's a lot of regulatory components that go in it. They could file for an ETF, but that does not mean it can go ahead and get approved. There's an entire process, but that's an interesting thing that we can kind of speculate on. But do let me know in the comments down below what you guys personally think on that. If you're looking at the dominance index around 53.2%, not much has changed for that. But speaking about BTC, I did discuss this in my other updates. Having a little bit of a hard time since this massive cool off that we have seen. Compared to the last cool off, a lot of people are comparing it with that last cool off. This was a massive wick. I think just a bunch of whales came in and just completely market dumped the price of Bitcoin, which obviously caused this flash crash. But around that time, if you're comparing that price action to this one, you were seeing we saw a recovery right away. It was a right away recovery. We're talking about maybe a few days, 1 or 2 days at most, and market went up to pushing towards new all-time highs. But this time around, you're seeing since March 14th, so about 10 days since the price of Bitcoin has been an upwards trajectory. We did see this move towards the upside, retesting 68K, which was the previous cycle resistance, but we're having a hard time breaking out of there. So these are some interesting things that we need to keep in mind. But do let me know down below what you guys personally think on this as well, because like I said in my other updates of Bitcoin, it does not hold around the support line, especially around 62.5. There's a chance that BTC could fall down to this major key support at 60K, which would still, believe it or not, if you're looking at it on the daily time frame, that would still put the price of Bitcoin in an upwards trend, because we did see the previous wick on March 5th go below the support line, so we were talking about like 59K, but even if it's able to retest this support at 60, that would still put it in a higher high and higher low situation, especially if you look at it from the daily time frame. So that's that. But let's take a look at our good old friend Shiba Inu, because that is what everyone is here for. So obviously on the daily time frame, you can't really see what's going on the shorter time scale, but what you're starting to see is after the retest exactly at the 78.6 support, you are seeing Shib trying to move towards the upside. And obviously I think Dogecoin's momentum is on its side right now, and obviously this resistance, as the price is trying to break out of here, the exact resistance is around the 29.61, that line that I have drawn for you guys in the previous updates. That's what you guys need to be taking a look at. If that's able to pop out, I think Sheep could make a move towards the upside. But with that being said, let's take a look at the hourly time frame. So if you're looking at it on the hourly time frame, this will make more sense. So I'm really liking what I'm seeing, believe it or not. Basically what I mean is here. Basically what I mean is after breaking out below this key support on March 15th, as the entire market corrected, you are seeing this pattern playing out, sideways momentum, and this is lovely to see. What is this showing us about the 78.6? Right away, if you understand the basic rules about technical analysis, this is showing us that the price is still in a strength zone, especially around the support. This support has played out quite significantly for us around this 23.56, and if this rings a bell, and let's go back down memory lane at some point, when the price was trying to break towards the upside, this exact same resistance was a huge level of resistance. So obviously that has turned into support, and we can kind of get a confirmation right away from that. 2 different retests at that, and that gives us confirmation that this is a significant resistance. So obviously right now, let's kind of get rid of this. There we go. So we did see that retest in the 78.6. If you picked it up around that range, you are up about 16%. But at the same time, you do want to see the price of, Shib picking up to this 30.15 zone. That's the next major resistance, as I've discussed. Look, speaking about the resistance, 2 different rejections after breaking below it. So I'm sure everyone understands how important it is for the price of Shib to actually go above this. That's a 9% move from the current price levels. If it's able to break out of there, I think we are off to the races. And we're back into this accumulation zone. Quite a bit of resistance coming in its way around this range as well. Next major resistance 34.46, and then off we go towards new yearly highs, I think. So do let me know down below what you guys think. We are seeing quite a bit of volatility within the price of BTC right now, and remember, we're on the weekend. On the weekends we do tend to see more manipulation than usuals due to the CME futures being closed, so keep that factor in mind. But overall, I'm liking this pattern that I'm seeing. If this is able to clear this resistance, I think we could be retesting that 30.15 zone quite fast. So that is that for today's update. Love you all. See you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.